All right. Well, with that said, I guess that was the only thing that irked you. That was the only thing that irked me. Let us roll right on through to our Monday night Raw review, and we open up this Raw in Chicago, Illinois, with the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
And his advocating Jew, Paul Heyman.
Yes. They come out. Chicago is hot for these guys. And Heyman, it's funny because I wonder if Heyman's a little bit uncomfortable kind of working that babyface role because it seemed that way a little bit to me at times.
Yeah,
But
like he almost dipped into the heel stuff with the Undertaker.
yeah, but I think he found his footing, and I really love that part of the promo too. Now that you said it, because he does mention how Lesnar's a conqueror. What he wants, he takes. With the Undertaker, it wasn't a matter of respect or disrespect. Undertaker was undefeated at WrestleMania. Brock wanted the streak, he took it. Crowd boos. Now I like what Heyman did here because he said, "Hey, don't boo the advocate. That's just how my client is." So he's just saying, "Hey, Lesnar is a monster. Monsters don't have mercy for anybody, no matter what alignment the monster is." But then he says, "But this you'll cheer." And then he talks about how Lesnar destroyed John Cena at SummerSlam. And that did get a nice pop from the crowd. So Heyman really knew how to get it back, and he knew how to work the crowd. I just think he's so naturally heel. It probably takes a little bit of juking and jiving to get comfortable in the babyface space. But once he did, this was really a solid promo, dude.
Yeah, and I think he even dipped into the cheap heat section too, because he said, and it was like the coolest way possible too. He was like, "This is the Cathedral of Retribution in Suplex City, also known as the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois." It's just such a roundabout way to mention the city, but he made it so cool.
Spitting those lines, man. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's very interesting the form this promo took because really, and we see it again a little bit in the later segment, Brock Lesnar really becomes deified here.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about sacrifices being made at the altar of the beast, and Heyman even comes out and says, Lesnar is not a god of mercy. He said he's not a god of something else, but what is Lesnar a god of? I don't know if it was violence, retribution.
Yeah, violent retribution specifically.
Violent retribution. Okay, so it was the two put together. Wow. Yeah, god of violent retribution, and Seth Rollins is the target, and Heyman even lists these commandments, and
he didn't list any. All he said was that you broke the 11th commandment. Don't intentionally provoke the beast, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, don't intentionally provoke the beast, Brock Lesnar. And
coincidentally, the 12th amendment or commandment is actually, she calls it the rear view.
Oh man. But yeah, Seth Rollins got called out. I mean, he's in Lesnar's sights, and yeah, this is a great promo to really hype up Battleground. It really made him seem like Lesnar recovered from the beatdown, a few weeks ago. I think he kind of got his cred back, especially if anybody saw Beast in the East, and now he just laid out the New Day. Yeah. So Lesnar, I think, is back on the right path, but we'll see what happens at Battleground.
Absolutely. And then, after the whole Heyman promo was finished, we got to see vacation photos because we know now that Kane is not around to help Seth Rollins. He's in Hawaii taking advantage of the vacation that Seth Rollins awarded him last week. And we actually get to see pictures of him in Hawaii. Like, there was one of him playing a ukulele. There was one, just him kind of catching the rays on the beach. It was pretty amazing.
I love that the Authority doesn't even bother to hide the cheese in their segments anymore, because these were so hilariously photoshopped. It's just so bad.
Yeah, like Photoshop level Microsoft Paint.
Exactly. Just really horrendous, but in a way that I think lent itself to a kind of comedic charm, as I believe the intention was.
Yeah.
So yeah, this definitely hits the mark. I'm not saying it in a bad way. Just, man, it really got me going. I'm like, they're not even trying to hide the cheese anymore. They're just running with it, and I love it.
Yeah. You know what, John?
What's that?
We had 10 minutes of Paul Heyman amazingness to open this show. You know how to really capitalize on that heat?
How?
Big Show versus Ryback.
And it's funny you say it that way because I actually enjoyed this match.
You know what I enjoyed about this match?
Let me guess. Was it The Miz?
Yeah.
Wow.
The Miz on a live mic just trolling the crap out of both these guys was the most entertaining part about this match until the finish where Ryback attempted to hit the big guy splash Big Show moved out of the way, and then Big Show actually hit a freaking top rope elbow drop, and then Miz attacked Big Show.
Miz is playing his role as kind of like the pint size, at least when you compare him to the other two guys in the ring, heel in this match. Just again, I described him on the last show. I was like a gadfly, that gnat that just keeps swarming around these two guys when they're trying to settle their beef, and he plays up that role perfectly again here. Really working the mic, as you said, is like, yeah, Big Show. Whenever Big Show was on offense, yeah, Big Show, get him, stay on him. When he was doing like chops in the corner, for example, give him another one. Show you people want to see another one. One more time. Like Miz just would not shut up. In fact, it's funny because I always say the function of commentary should be to just keep talking so that you don't hear the guys in the ring calling spots. Miz, by that definition, did a better job at commentary than the commentary team did. Ryback and Big Show just had a nice back and forth. Again, you mentioned the finish, and then Miz comes in. So yeah, he's just playing that role perfectly of trying to pick the bones whenever he can. But then he gets trapped between Big Show and Ryback, and I even kind of chuckled at Miz here because it's like, guys, save it for Sunday. We're save it for the pay-per-view. We're not doing this right now. So I'm just gonna go. And then Big Show gets in front of him again, and he realizes there's nowhere to go. He tries teaming up with Ryback. Ryback pretty much lays him out, hits a shell shocked. Then I believe Big Show chokeslammed him. I don't think he KO punched him. But then Ryback nailed the meat hook to the Big Show. So Ryback stands tall again. I've been loving how they've been booking Ryback as IC champion, because really I wouldn't have a qualm here if Big Show stood tall in the segment. Maybe after Ryback hit the shell shocked, Big Show would have hit the KO punch. I would have been cool with that. But the idea again that they have Ryback stand tall and lead the crowd, being Chicago in Feed Me More chants, I think they've done really well in, kind of protecting and booking him so far as IC champion. I hope he has a successful defensive Battleground. I don't know if he will. That, of course, will all come out at Battleground Preview and Predictions on this channel, which will be next Saturday, I believe.
Yeah, not this coming, but the following.
Yeah, the following Saturday.
Dude, how crazy is this, though? Get this. We know now the Battleground is July 19th, right?
Right.
Dude,
yeah.
A day after that is the first day of G1.
Crazy.
It is going to be nuts.
So excited for the G1 Climax. That tournament is going to be absolutely surreal.
And I mean, the good news is it's not like consecutive. Like, it's not like it's going to be like the 20th, 21st, blah, blah, blah. It's 19 different days spread throughout July 20th to August 16th.
Right.
That's like a 26, 27 day time span. So there are going to be a few days off, but man, we're going to need those days off because it's going to be incredible. So I'm sorry for kind of derailing the discussion here. I just wanted to point that out. But yeah, like you said, Battleground is going to be on the 19th, so we're doing preview and predictions on the 18th.
You feel like Big Show's been a good foil for Ryback here. I mean, I know Miz is getting involved now, but I gotta say this because, again, it's the guy who said he actually enjoyed this matchup here. I feel like Big Show and Ryback, for me personally, because I don't know how people in the comments will react or anybody would react for that matter, I feel like these guys have had better chemistry than most would have given them credit for. I've enjoyed this. So, I mean, what have you thought about it? Have you thought it's been a good first opponent for Ryback?
I am actually kind of on the fence about it, almost in the same way that the Big Show's alignment is on the fence, because he's like the ultimate tweener in this, because he's this total jerk towards Ryback, who is like this super babyface Intercontinental Champion. And then he's also a jerk to The Miz, who is the heeliest of heels and chicken shit. So Big Show's really kind of riding the fence. Like, everyone always makes a joke, oh, he turns heel, he turns face, he turns heel, he turns face. Now he's doing them weekly and even minutely rather than yearly.
Well, to be fair, even Big Show jokes about it. I don't know if it was whose podcast he was on, but he said at one point on a podcast appearance he made, like, I wake up in the morning and I actually have to ask myself, wait, am I heel or face today? Because he knows how many turns that he's done. But I gotta say, Big Show and me are good for right now, just for the fact that he looked Miz in the face and he said, you know, Miz, when I tagged with you, you were the one partner I've ever had that I hated almost immediately.
Yeah.
Wonderful. But yeah, I just wanted to give these two guys props. You know, I feel like they've definitely exceeded my expectations. Big Show in this role, when he's working against another guy where the feud almost seems territorial because I'm a big guy, but you're kind of a freak of nature kind of guy in the opposition, something about that for me has just been clicking and really working. And yeah, I appreciate what these guys are doing in there right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I don't I won't go as far as to say that I enjoyed this match, but what I
Right.
will say is that this program is more entertaining than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I completely agree.